Hey y'all, it's Roy Cruz, and you're watching NHL on EA Sports. And this time, the new season appears. It's NHL Game of the Night on Son of Beast. Hello everyone, me Phone 4, and Roy Cruz here. This is another NHL Game of the Night on EA Sports. The next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Kings as they're ready to take on against the next team of the Canadian. It's the Edmonton Oilers. This is one of our next imagery view, since you're about to be witnessing the same thing that goes with the Stanley Cup playoffs. You may have seen these before, 2 times in a row. But will the third time be enough? Let's find out, see what the Kings made to have it all to change. It's going to be one of the great takes. We may never know what goes in. Jim Hiller is the head coach for the Los Angeles Kings, and a starting goaltender is Darcy Kuemper. That will be for the start of a goaltender for the Los Angeles Kings. And for the Oilers, we have one of our biggest of the support here. Stuart Skinner is the head coach. And for the Oilers, head coach is Chris Nobles. And here are the starting lineups as we've got our great status for Los Angeles Kings. Let's see what we have. We have this Anze Kopitar. The alternative captain has put it in for one of our biggest of the take, unstoppable force. Then it's Drew Doughty. The shotgun ability has a great elite rush defending. Adrian Kempe, the wheels of the great scheme with the puck. And Phil Denault with a yoink ability. Great defensive stick lifts. Kevin Fiala with the wheels. And Quinn Byfield with the ankle breaker on a higher speed. Let's meet your Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid from the captain from the Oilers. He pulls up with the great wheels to show how he does. He makes it a great chain. Then Leon Draisaitl, a one-team motion, makes it an elite one-timer on a goal. Then Zach Hyman with the close quarters. It's a close shooting in the range that he does. And Evan Bouchard, it's an elite slap shot from the point. Thunderclap. Then the superstar players, Matthias Ekholm for the send-it long pass. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, the third-eye perceptible passer. Then Darnell Nurse, Trulin's this great hitter. And we have this Jeff Skinner, transferred from Buffalo Sabres to the Edmonton Oilers on closing quarters. Well, that's it for now. As we're ready to get this thing started, let's send you down to Rogers Place in Edmonton, Canada. The next commentaries I have, what are our takes? It's Tyler Beast. He's back with us, along with Son of Beast, and a third commentary of the crew. So true. And the center ice I have, and what are our take in is Test Tube. We'll see you all later, everybody, for the post-game show. Let's bring it on. Kings, Oilers, next on EA Sports. It's a big night here at Rogers Place. I'm Tyler Beast, and I'm here with my broadcast partner with Son of Beast and So True. This is hockey on NHL 25. Well, big night's ready. The Pacific Coast Showdown between the Oilers and the Kings. Let's get going. Starting group, we have this Bouchard as we're ready to get this thing settled, and Ekholm is right down at quarter wing. And now Bouchard will start that over to get it right across the Hyman. Hyman chance now finds it again to Nugent-Hopkins. He's right toward the wing. Big chain off now finds it again to Bouchard. Bouchard now finds the pass. Nugent-Hopkins shot. Big on a blocker, and this one rolls it again to Hyman. Hyman now finds it again over to Ekholm. He rolls it over to finding Bouchard. Bouchard finds Hyman. Cutting motion. This one gets over to Drakatic. The rebound puts in by Zach Hyman. Bouchard now finds it to Ekholm. Watching toward middle. Nugent-Hopkins shot. Big save by Kuemper. This will be the first save of the night for our Los Angeles Kings as we're underway in Edmonton. A lot of time reaching it in. No score starting in the first period on a drawing puck drop. Now as the will play it in for Kopitar, here's Gavrikov. He now finds it over to Kempe. Watching in is Kopitar. And here's Turcotte. He's right toward the wing. Makes a big stop. Kempe. Shot. Saved me by Stuart Skinner. And this one will clear this one out of here. Now here's a chance over. And right toward the wing. And this one Royce is out of here. Now Connor McDavid is right toward the wing. Tries to battle along for a loose puck in control. McDavid's on his fast wheels. Goes down a big hand. Oh, that really is going to hurt somebody else out there. That Connor McDavid's definitely not even just on a pursuitable change. Just really had to give it over. He really didn't think he was going to start off like that. Kopitar's right toward Wayne. Here's another chance, and this one breaks it behind today. And here is another one for Bouchard. He'll make his pass around again to Darnell Nurse. He now finds Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl now finds it again at Buckholzen. Buckholzen slows it down, now finds it again at Darnell Nurse. Here's Buckholzen on the fire shot, off the face mask, and it goes back to Victor Arvidsson. Nurse, Arvidsson shoots, score! Victor Arvidsson starts off his first goal. That'll be his 7th goal of the season. Look at the power race happening here. Victor Arvidsson is really making a good hearing on that ball. He really took it over and he didn't really pass it over. He made that one a slacker. This is what happens with Victor Arvidsson. He just made that one firing in. Right through the net and behind the net it went. That's a great signature on the range here for the Oilers to pick up their first goal of the game. Oilers starts off a 1-0 lead as Victor Arvidsson with his 7th goal of the season. And looking like this is the start begun for the team of Oilers with only 1:53 played in for a time on a goal advantage. Now Janmark is right toward the wing. He'll now try to give a send-out pass right around the net. Henrique is right toward the wing. He'll send it over to pass to Steacher. Nurse is right toward about up the hind of the net. Steacher gives it over to Nurse. Nurse looks to Brown. No penalty beginning on Los Angeles. Then over to pass to Steacher. Brown's shot, redeflected. Janmark sends it over again to Steacher. Nurse now finds again to Steacher. Steacher tries again to Janmark this time. And a shot, a big save by Kilmer. 17:28 to go in the first period. Now have some time off to get ready for the next face-off. And for one of our big reasons here, as we're looking it over to Stuart Skinner, the power in this range is putting in a great changing up to save. And here's what happens.
Oilers
he
go!
makes it a great ones to have some response.
The
better effort is
scored by number 33, Victor Arvidsson.
But it was just a hard.
He's assisted by number 25, Darnell Nurse, and by number 92, Vasily Buckholzen. Time of the goal, 1:54 remaining in the first period. Victor Arvidsson with a goal assisted by Darnell Nurse and Vasily Buckholzen. 1:54 in the first.
It wasn't very easy enough to try to keep it on going, but he really took a chance over to try to keep it going. I totally agree with you. I mean, it doesn't really happen with most of the time. Most of his career makes it happening for Stuart Skinner. And what happens with, he really makes it a harder way to get through it. But the one thing that changed was not how hard they were standing it in. They really had some little hard-hand communication in, but it wasn't really easy enough to keep on going. It's just a hard way that they're playing for, but nonetheless, they just keep it here. Draisaitl's from outside, but they're really trying to keep it in there. Now here's Steacher, he's back on ice. Looks again at Buckholzen. Good change motion here on a shot. He scored! Knocked the ball out of here. His first goal in his NHL career. 19 this season. But certainly Buckholzen was really knocking the ball out of here. Passing over is looking through. He just had that one, knocked the ball out. You know, it wasn't very easy enough when Buckholzen made up and a little slap and hammer. He really had that one flicking the other way. And that ball comes flying out right off the net. That one makes a nice little goal for Buckholzen. And he really makes it through. Nice change out to have it all. Yeah, you can definitely tell what's going on. I mean, they really definitely do have some better patience here. For Buckholzen, he makes it a nice of a shot carry. It wasn't very easy enough for him, but he really took all what he can. Steacher's right behind it. He now finds it over again to Ryan. And Ryan trying to carry it out. Fiala, the shot. Big save by Stuart Skinner. Now he rolls it over again. Now trying to get out of his own. Here's a shot, and he scores. Phil Denault with his 18th goal of his career. First goal of the game. 118. Really didn't see that one coming out there. Phil Denault had it right away. Time was his goal? 3:55. You know, that wasn't really easy enough for Philip Denault. He just had his goal timing. Just make it quick, make it easy, have that first goal coming. That's what he really has to do. Try to keep it in motion at the same time if you're doing it. Philip Denault's team's down by 1 as they're on the board striking the first period with only 16:05 to go. Now here's a win as now the Oilers finds Steacher.
Oilers go!
Steacher
His first
crosses
goal
his
of the
way down,
season.
right toward the ice,
Scored by number
and passes to
92,
Darnell Nurse. It's broken
Vasily
up by Turcotte. Turcotte
Buckholzen.
on his way down.
Assisted by number
Tries to put
51,
Pass to
Troy
Nurse, it's broken up.
Stetcher. And by number 29,
Here's one.
Leon Draisaitl.
And this one will
Time
be
of the goal,
over again.
3:32 remaining in the
This
first
goal will try
period.
to keep over to
That's
the
Vasily
finish.
Buckholzen with the goal in his NHL career,
Now he's a chance
assisted
over
by
and
Troy
finding the
Stetcher
campaign.
and Leon Draisaitl at
Goal
3:32 in the
pass to
first.
Kopitar on a shot. Big save, and he scores. Alex Turcotte ties this game, and this one starts the first period. Oh boy, that really has to give someone else a better effort. You know what happened there? Here's a bad communication effort, and that one towards Skinner, he really had that one tying this game. Not a question. He really had that one his own rebound and pitched it back in. This really makes it a harder way to try to keep the goal in from coming. So the Oilers and the Kings are tied up with 1. The next goal will put it in for the lead. Now as McDavid wins the faceoff, he now finds it again to Bouchard. Looks to McDavid. McDavid sneaking it in.
Los Angeles
right
goal,
from the
his
outside.
18th goal of the season, scored by number 24, Philip Denault. He's assisted by number 22, Kevin Fiala. Top of the goal, 3:55 remaining in the first. Philip Denault with his first goal of the game, assisted by Kevin Fiala at 3:55 in the first.
McDavid shoots, saved by Kemper. Tries to carry the puck in with only 15 minutes, and we are at the 15-minute mark. Get ready for the next face-off. A lot of time left in this period. We are all even up, 2-2. Henrique wins the face-off. He now finds it over to Bouchard. He looks at the pass that call. One-timer. And this won't be enough, as this will be Henrique with a rebound. Now he wills to get that call. Bouchard. And a slacker. And a big one goes off the defender, and it's back on the wall. Yamar's got it this time. Here's Brown. He'll fire that one again. Henrique.
Los Angeles goal, his second goal of the season, scored by number 15, Alex Turcotte. He's assisted by number 9, Adrian Kempe, and by number 11, Anze Kopitar. Top of the goal, 4:33 remaining in the first period. Alex Turcotte with the goal, assisted by Adrian Kempe and Anze Kopitar at 4:33 in the first period.
Henrique looks to get Ekholm. Ekholm shoots. Won't get enough away from Janmark. Henrique. Over down to Janmark. Janmark, Bouchard, fires it shot. Up it goes with his own rebound. This one takes it out of the zone. And Bouchard will now try to regroup it in. This is really what happens now. They're really just trying to get this one a huge strength. This was incredible for Darcy Kuemper to pay it in here right there, Tyler. He's really gained it all what he can, but that's what the goaltender made. His time of reaction is a sudden lurch. He really got a quick time at it. It's all the heat that he puts it in to make the stoppage out of him. What a great play. Brown shot, and he goes down. What a block made for the Kings defenseman. Ferrier will fire that one around net. Now it's Kulak right toward the wing. A sent pass to Arvidsson as he goes down right toward nearing the boards. Arvidsson now tries that one again. Fogel's right over to get into the net. Los Angeles back in the offense zone. He will now find again a Fogel. Emerson takes it over, and now he finds over again a Drysdale. Drysdale shots. Big save, babe. Looks to get Arvidsson. Finds Nurse. Back to Drysdale. Arvidsson finds Nurse. Will decide to give it to Drysdale, but Fogel takes it over. Here's Gavrikov with only 12:40 to go. Put in Byfield. Went down for the hit. And he's going to have to fight back after again. This will be a 5-minute penalty for both teams. Oh, that's not even good. This really makes it a harder way to make the change out of it. He's not getting it away from this. He just cannot find anybody if you're getting it over it. You're being wound, You can't fight back unless you get that one down here straight. And the fight's down. This one gives it over with the two guys on a penalty kill marks.
Edmonton penalty. 5 minutes for fighting.
Will be
Los Angeles penalty. 5 minutes for fighting.
There's no stand better than that way because both teams are definitely trying to make it aggressive. They really are not supposed to get over this. Because what happened to Velikov, he made that one with a try to hit him back. This is what causes him, what a mess on the defenders. They really had a little hard aggression in between the range. Both teams are going to be in the penalty box.
Number 25, Darnell Nurse, 5 minutes for fighting. Time penalty, 12:46 remaining in the first period. And Los Angeles penalty, number 84, Vyacheslav Garakov, for 5 minutes for fighting. Both teams on a penalty with 12:36 remaining in the first period. That's 5 minutes for fighting on Darnell Nurse and Vyacheslav Garakov. 5 minutes in the first period for fighting. At 12:36, time on a penalty.
On a race. Tries to give it over this time to Anderson, and a shot made, stopped by Skinner with only 12:03 to go. You never see what goes in now because of what happens with Connor McDavid. He's definitely trying to give it all what he can. Not really what anybody does. This really is what they are expecting for a hard player to get right in action. This is what they need to do. Keep going. McDavid's right toward the winning. Penalty upcoming on the Los Angeles Kings for a cross-checking. Well, that's a great good start out of it because that was what they were always expecting to do. Connor McDavid's really just trying to keep it regrouping. We have to get back in there and try to regroup. There's no need to rush at the time. You just got to keep focusing in it to put a lot of pressure. It makes sense for now because when they don't have the right timing to do so, they just got to get out. They can't control the effort. The rebound puts in by Hyman. Yeah, I'll have that one here firing around the net. And as McDavid will take it over, he now finds again at Bouchard. Here's a shot. This one's up. Draisaitl up. And trying to put Nugent Hopkins. He scores! Behind the net. And right to the net. He scores the number one. Well, there's no question what happened with Brian Nugent Hopkins. He really made this one a better effort. And he just has spun it around and stuff. Felt like, is this going to work for me? Well, he did. Because he was not sure where the puck went. And look what happened. Nugent Hopkins made out with a nice attempting to get this own goal, and he puts that one right toward his way. Not really made him line it up with the goaltender. The right timing is everything. Now as the Oilers are picking it up in 11-16 score in the first period. It really starts out when you're strong and put in the effort. Now Bouchard will send it over, now finding it over again. Here's our chance to parry, and he rolls around the net. Here's that goal. He's right toward in the wings. He will give that one over. The firing pass to Bouchard on a shot. And this one sticks out here by Darcy Kuemper. Adrian Kempe is right toward in the wing.
Oilers go!
Now
It's 19th of the season. Score by number 93. Ryan Nugent Hopkins. He's assisted by number 29, Leon Draisaitl. And by number 2, Evan Bouchard. Time and goal, 8:44 remaining in the first period. Ryan Nugent Hopkins with the goal, assisted by Leon Draisaitl and Evan Bouchard at 8:44 in the first period.
Called on Los Angeles. Now, it was a big moment here. Here's one of our better highlights as you've already seen things. Connor McDavid and her team here in a Stanley Cup final. It was nothing but they always been pushing in. But this is what happens with the playoffs here. Every couple years ago, this one really makes it a hard one to play in. Yeah, I know what they were thinking now. The Los Angeles Kings is not always the better place to be, but the Edmonton Oilers are really one of the best rings to pick up in the title. They have no idea what they can definitely do is just try to keep on going, give it all what they got, and they've really been sucking it out here for a while. I don't know what's going to keep on the range out there, but this really must have mentioned that they really kept on coming out with some better targets to put it in with some better strength. It wasn't really easy enough for them to try to keep it all, but that's what happened with the Edmonton Oilers, that they've really been doing so hard in the first round, then second round, then the conference finals, and then the Stanley Cup finals. But unfortunately, it was a loss against the Florida Panthers by the last postseason. It wasn't very finishing at all. Because in Game 7, the Panthers definitely wanted to smash them down. They do not trust the Canadian team to win the whole thing. But as for the America team, they really do care. This is why I always know see what is going to happen, because the one Canadian team took the advantage, they want to win it all. I don't even trust on you, but this really makes it a harder way to do it for it. And it looks like Highway is going to be the next winner. We may never know what's going to change out. Not so sure about that. But it's harder when you think. Make it clear. True enough. Here's another one, this teacher, and he's rolls again now, finding the pass to Drysdale. Drysdale shot. Big save made by Darcy Kemper. Here's Lewis. He's right toward the wing. Trying to give it over again to Holiness, and a glove cover made by Skinner. Just 9 minutes remaining in the first period. A lot of time left in this period. Just about 9 minutes left in the first. 3-2. Now as the winner played in for Los Angeles, he tries to roll again to Ekholm. Here comes Big David on the fast wheels. Lost his handling, and will have to try to recoup it again. A charge shot, off it goes. Maybe not going to tap once again Hyman. Big David trying to roll it on a shot made. Oh, he hit the face mask that hard. I don't really know if he's going to be okay right now, but he's definitely going to be trying to hey, I just need you, man. I just don't want you to lose out. Connor McDavid takes it over. Now finding a deep pass again to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Slows it down. The send over now finds it over to Henrique. Pat Spence takes it over. Henrique shoots. Big blocker stop made by Darcy Kemper. Ekholm now finds it again to Bouchard. He looks it over to get to Ekholm. Ekholm now finds Hyman on a shot blocked. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins rebounds it. He now finds it again to Ekholm. Hyman. Chance is over. Now finding again to Ekholm. And he finds him looking over middle. Move where takes the puck away from it. And now the Kings will have the chance to take the turn. Now finds Kempe on a shot. Easy save by Skinner. Ekholm looks to pass over to Bouchard, and he will have it again to Brown. Brown's right toward the wing. Fires that one around deep. Nugent-Hopkins tries to give the pass over to get to Emerson. Looks to pass again to Nugent-Hopkins. He looks to the Kulak, and now we'll have it over to Henrique. Brown sends the pass over back again to Kulak. Kulak now finds again to Emerson. Emerson looks to Henrique. Henrique looks at Brown. He now finds the Kulak. Kulak shot, let's save by Kemper. 7:04 to go in the first period as they will cover things up and get ready for the next face-off. A chance over, I will send over the test tube for our biggest player of Drysdale. Drysdale is one of our biggest of the games as he's really been putting a competition on Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. His white T-motion really makes it a hard key to put it in for some better takes. The matchup wasn't really even worthwhile to put it in with a harder take. But my take is, he really is putting a lot of energy that he does for him. This is what happened for Connor McDavid when he was on playing for Team Canada. It was one of our biggest of the range he does for. And Draisaitl just noticing that he makes it over 1,000 scores that he makes it for. And for Leon Draisaitl, it's a hard way to do for, but his practice keeps going. I'll find out about Leon Draisaitl if he gets his own goal to pull it in the range. Back to you. Draisaitl now finds again his teacher, and here's a shot. Let's save by Kemper. 6:11 to go in the first period. They will cover things up and get ready for another face-off. Another chance now finding his way through. 9 face-off wins for Edmonton Oilers and 7 for Los Angeles Kings. Now the Kings have 8 face-off wins and a battling for a loose puck. Lewis takes it over, now finds again to Lafreniere. Lafreniere lost his puck in. Confidence right toward the wing as he tries to give it over. A changeover now finds it to Ryan. Sends it out of reach. Icing picked up on Edmonton Oilers with only 5:48 to go. Just a lot of chance opportunity out there. Edmonton Oilers have been one of the bestest. It's a 3-2 game. Now here's the win. Emerson's right behind the net.
He will now find a pass over to Kulak. Kulak gets kicked right toward the board. Here's Perry. Speeds it through. Right across the other side. He now finds Ryan. Ryan recovers the puck. Tries to get to Kulak. He now finds again Amberson. Looks to Kulak. Kulak now finds again Amberson. Here's a shot. Big save play by Darcy Kumper. He lost that one here. Hit right toward the wall. And now finds again Kulak. Amberson looks over to Kulak. He finds Ryan. Ryan shot. Big save play. Now it's rebounded again. And the fans are keeping on wild. Emerson shoots it. Block shots blocked. Happening. Didn't get enough time afterwards. He now finds Emerson. He looks to Kulak. Kulak shot. Clubbed it up. Lost his effort. On a shot. Big save by Darcy Kemper. He's really like giving it all what he could do. I mean, I do not believe that he's really been pushing it back in there. Turcades right toward the wing. Still coming back on ice here for the Los Angeles Kings. Colonias blocked the shot. And Janmark will send it over again to Henrique. Give and go pass to Ekholm. Ekholm shoots. Big save by Darcy Kemper. 4:10-20 to go in the first period as we're under a 5-minute mark of the first. Amberson now finds again a Janmark. And he looks at Henrique. Henrique looks at Amberson. Keep the play motion alive. Henrique moves it in. Tries to get it out of the zone. Tries to get to Janmark. Here's a shot. Big save play by Kumper. He was a little uncertain out there. I mean, he was definitely going to be close enough to get that no goal effort. Here's a chance. Brown sends the pass away. And Janmark trying to clear it out. Now Ekholm clears it out. Henrique, battling for the loose puck. Here's Hyman on a shot, wrap around it, and a save made by Darcy Kemper. Brandon Clark's right toward the wing. Watching his pace. Amberson takes it over, now finds again at Mateus Ekholm. Ekholm, the pass to McDavid. McDavid, nowhere to go. Now as Ekholm will send it again to Kempe. Kempe loses the effort. On a battle for the loose puck, and it's rebounded again by the Edmonton Oilers. Keeps the puck alive. Now here's Takade. Oh, he pushes out of the way. What a great smash hit. The puck escapes the zone, and this one will dump it in to the Edmonton territory. Nurse trying to battle it again. Bouchard goes back the other way. Nowhere to go. Jeanette looks to Spence. Spence moves around. Save B by Sir Kumper. Bouchard battling for the loose puck. He didn't want that. He just really felt like he wants to get rid of him. Well, that's what happens because of what the coaches were saying. This one is really like a hard pace. It pays off the price. They've really got to start finding another way to get through this. They've really been lacking it over all over. And nobody really even cared about that. Stuart Skinner's going to cover it in with only 2:18 remaining in the first period. Biggest scores ever placed. It wasn't very easy at all. Draisaitl wins the face-off as Steecher strikes her in the wing. He'll send it go to Darnell Nurse. Over down to Leon Draisaitl. Rebounds the puck. Steecher fires it. Blocker made by Darcy Kumper. Now he finds Nurse again to Steecher. Looks to Nurse. Nurse finds Steecher. Here's a shot. Another big save. Back to Pokolzin. Well, they're still going already. I mean, I don't believe what's going to happen. This really is going to be a hard mess to take down the action. Steecher fires it. It's rebounded by Pokolzin. And look at this. This is a hard percentage to keep it going. Nurse shoots. Big stopper. Pokolzin shot is whipped off and wide. Steecher and Drysdale will try to regroup it in. Makes a hit. Now here's Steecher. Trying to handle it in to Kapanen. Shots blocked. Rolls to Drysdale. Draisaitl. Goes to Fagel. And have to wait from offside, and this will be on the Edmonton Oilers. Just nearing a 1-minute mark in the first period. This one is a bunch of hit takes here for American versus the Canadian team. Now here's Edmondson. Back to Emerson. Final minute of the first period.
Last minute of play in the first period.
Clark's right toward away as he will send it over to Adrian Kempe. Adrian Kempe will launch it out of his own. And now Kulak takes it over. He now finds again Emerson. Oh, Emerson just makes a big hit. And rebound by Kempe. Turcotte moves around. Saved by Stuart Skinner. That one books it up, and now it's finding Yanmark. There's a bunch of hits. On a take inbounding, and a glove snatch by Skinner. Just 30 seconds. What an excellent play. Well, you just really see that one now. That Stuart Skinner's making a snatch. Watch this. Snake. There was no stopping to this one. He just almost went out of timing, but that was just no idea, and he just made it that time. Look at this reaction to it. The Stuart Skinner, and this is what happens with the Oilers fans. This is what happens with Stuart Skinner. He's putting a lot of great effort. Now the win for the Edmonton Oilers. He now finds Evan Bouchard. He looks it over, now trying to go right for the board. Ekholm lost his effort. Bouchard, the pass to Yanmark. And over the pass for the Browns, broken up, and Turcotte now finds Kempe. Down to final 10 seconds. Block the shot. Ekholm finds Brown. Brown looks to Bouchard. Bouchard gets hit. Henrique. And this one will dish out, and that will it. That will be it. First period comes to the end. It's a 3-2 game. Pretty close effort so far, but there's a lot of monstrous hit by Los Angeles Kings. That's the biggest defensive attack. And that will do it. First period ends to a success.
That's the end of the first period. Your score, Edmonton Oilers 3 and Los Angeles Kings
and bigness
2.
of the rebound. Second period is coming up underway when we come back. You're watching NHL Game of the Night on EA Sports. Welcome back, folks. We're ready to get started for the second period in Edmonton, Canada. Here we go, ready for the second period as we're about to get this thing underway here at Rogers Place. Alright, let's have a look here and see how they did here. I'm going to be starting off with you guys for that first period recap. Well, so far they really did so well on what they're playing it for, and for Connor McDavid's team has been really keeping it out of the line range there. This one really has taken everything that he has been done for. Now, with all the better up to it heart, they really have done it again. All I can definitely tell you is that they've really been stepping up the gas. They really wanted to see what they could do to keep things going. It wasn't really easy enough that they were really trying to give it all of that, but all as you may have noticed, this is what they always do to keep them out for the team. They're just keeping their hard work on a better offensive strategy. They'll just see what they have to do to give it all they can. I agree. Everyone's been doing it really well. Connor McDavid's really been keeping an eye on the track. Let's see if he gets another one. Wow, big hit here. And it's now moves it over again to Turcotte. Yeah, this is what happens now. Darnell Nurse was in a 5-minute penalty bar. This wasn't really happening at all, but that really makes it another hit. This was almost going to be a fighting, so someone else could get hurt. The pass to Buck Hoskins, broken up by Philip Denault. Jennett lost his handling. Now it's Victor Arvidsson. Gavrikov's right toward the wing as he will try to give it over to Philip Denault. And now he will look it over again to pass around the net. Nurse dumps that puck out of the zone. And now it's rebound by Henrique. Brown rebounds the puck. Trying to roll his way down in. Fouling for the loose puck. Rebound by Pakolzin. Pakolzin now finds Henrique. He looks to Steacher. Steacher looks at Henrique. Here's a shot. And that one man defensive traffic is putting it out of the way. Henrique looks to Kulak. Kulak. In front! Oh, what a save made by Darcy Kemper. As he tries to reach for it, it must have been off the defender. I must have played so. I mean, I felt like that was going to be it. But I'm not even entirely sure if he definitely have knocked it out of here or just made him out. I mean, that's outrageous out there. That's a big hit. Just go up, goes down. Now Brown will take his own effort. Here's Buckholzen. It's right toward away. He tries to give it over to Emberson. Anderson gives to Ryan. Back behind the pass to Emberson. On a shot, blocked up. Now Fogel's right toward away. Fogel on a sprint with the speed. Glove save by Skinner. That's a big mighty save on a goaltender of the night. And he grabs another save. Under 17 minutes remaining in the second period, it's a 3-2 lead. Both teams are glided up, ready for another face-off. It's a 3-2 still. Now for another win for Los Angeles. This one goes wide. Elias on a shot. Perry got a little smack on that as he blocks down on the crouch. He really took a hard effort. I mean, that's the biggest thing. He was never seen it before. Now Nurse will handle his own effort. He finds again his teacher. Looks to McDavid. He will find again a Nurse. And this one rolls back the other way. Hyman has his effort. He's all alone. Pass. Shot saved by Kemper. Edmondson looks again at Hellenius. Finds left here. Steechers right to right away. Stetcher finding again to Hyman. Lewis is right to right away. Trying to get it to McDavid. On a running fast break. Will he get around him? No, he will not. Nice play here by a defensive effort. Now Mateus Ekholm now finds it over to Connor McDavid. McDavid back behind the pass. Saved up by Kilper. On the glove snap with 15:52 to go in the second period. There's a bunch of time left to remain in the period. 3-2 to score. Edmonton up front. Now as the win will put it in, here is Kempe. He finds Stricati. And a smash on a hit. Bouchard takes the effort. Now finds Ekholm. Finding Arvidsson. Kempe takes it over. Kempe, pass to Kopitar. Now Kopitar's right toward the lane. He rolls out of the zone. And now it's Kempe. Draisaitl on the cover. Anderson rolls it over again, trying to give it over to Kopitar. And it's Ekholm back again to Bouchard. Bouchard now finds Draisaitl. Draisaitl. Arvidsson, shot, blocked. And it's pulled away over right toward the bench. Kempe's got that puck now, finds again in Ducati. Good job on a poke check by Anderson. But now it's Anderson takes it over, he now finds Kopitar. Back behind the pass, Kempe shot, big save by Skinner. 14:50 to go in the second period as they'll get their next face-off underway. They're in the back half of the period. Still a tight game for the 3-2 score. Now as the Edmonton wins the face-off, here's Jan Mark. Mark is right behind it. On a breakaway chain, oh, Kemper got that stop already. Well, he felt like he was a little bit of waking up already. I mean, I felt like that he got up to it. He got a good timing. I mean, what did he act? I think that Kemper had a good start out of it. Henrique bumps from the wall. Fogel's right toward the wing. A send-off pass to Jeanette. Kulak blocks a shot. Now it's Ryan. Ryan is right toward the wing, trying to have no patience here. Move rare, it's right toward the wing, carrying it along. And now the pass to Fogel. Fogel, pass to Jeanette. Glove saved by Skinner. 14 minutes remaining in the second period as they'll get their next face-off underway. Now the wing, here's Edmondson. Clark, John, rolls it out of the way, and this one will put it back again to Bouchard. He now finds Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Ekholm is right toward the wing. Kicks it right toward the other way. Bouchard has that puck in control. This on a deep pass to Hyman. Hyman, defying to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid. Shoots it. Blocked the shot. Clark takes it over now. Finds again to Anze Kopitar. Broken up by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Easy save by Skinner. Just about 13:26 remaining in the second period. They will try to keep on going to leave the mark and get ready for another face-off. Now the win. Here's another one. Save by Skinner. On the full pressure. Easy pad save by Stuart Skinner. Clark sends it out. Kirkcaldy tries to pull it back in. Here's Kopitar. Over again. Scores! Adrian Kempe. Anze's a shot. We are now tied. No offense on that one because Andre Kempe has put it in with a better range. And here's what happened. This is what the pass made for Kopitar on the tape-to-tape feed zone. And over to Adrian Kempe, he had rigged it right through to the net, and he now tied it up. Kings and Oilers are tied up with 3. This has been a biggest in the range as the Kings are answering it back. Of course they are. I know what's going to change it out, but they don't feel it. They don't want to help him out to try to get over this and done. The big range is that Kopitar wants to stop their team out. They feel like, well, we're in a rush. We got to get back into an effort. Now Draisaitl will try to give it to Arvidsson. Breaks down. Finds Kulak. Here's another one to Emberson. One-timer for Draisaitl. Blocked the shot. Emberson. Rebound by Colin.
Los Angeles goal, his 29th goal of the season. Scored by number 9, Adrian Kempe. He's assisted by number 11, Anze Kopitar. And by number 15, Alex Turcotte. Time of the goal, 6:50 remaining in the second period. That's Adrian Kempe with the goal assisted by Anze Kopitar and Alex Turcotte at 6:50 in the second.
Now Turcotte takes it over, now finds Kopitar. Only 12:15 to go. Here's a shot. Blocker saved me by Stuart Skinner. Off the pass to Kulak, and this will be an icing on Edmonton. A lot of time left in this period. You can feel the energy in the crowd as they're growing silence. It's a 3-3 game tie. Now Kulak will have his own chance. Chance now finds again to Draisaitl. And we'll have to watch from here as Arvidsson will have to regroup it in. Now they're doing this again. Get ready for the next face-off. Now the win, here's Bouchard. I sent a deep pass to Perry. Perry's right turn away. Back behind the pass to Bouchard. And Ryan trying to get to Ekholm. Ekholm looks at Ryan. Ryan now finds Ekholm. Here's a shot. Glove save by Kemper. 11:41 to go in a second period as they'll keep on continuing the attack with another shots on goal. Now Ryan wins the face-off as Bouchard tries to give it over again to Perry. Perry now finds again to Ekholm. He looks it over to Bouchard. Bouchard now finds Ekholm. Here's a shot. Puts another big save. And Perry kicks the zone out of here. And now he finds again to Competent. And this one races out. Setcher's back to the other way, binding Perry. Perry back in the zone. Avoids a hit. And a big save made by Kemper. Lewis moves around, blocked a shot. Rebounded by Stetcher. Now here's another chance to Nurse. He rolls again at Enrique. He didn't really stand out, but the point is for Darcy Kemper, he was really making a great save. But Stuart Skinner had a lot of great aggression, and he puts up with a nice drive. I mean, it's very amazing, though. I mean, you got to give some credit effort if you're doing this right. Competent now finds Stetcher. Stetcher lost his handling. Brown. Nurse to Competent. And he's been taking a lash out of it, and that will be a slashing on Los Angeles. Didn't really start accusing on this one. This is not what they all expected it for. Don't really like to see this, but they're not going to get it cleanly.
Number 14 on Los Angeles, 2 minutes for slashing.
Is in the penalty box. 2-minute penalty on slashing.
The Oilers are on the power play.
Power play coming on for the Edmonton Oilers as they're ready to take their set. McDavid wins the faceoff.
Penalty on Los Angeles. Number 14, 2 minutes for slashing. Time penalty, 10:44 remaining in the second period. That's a 2-minute slashing on Los Angeles Kings. Alex Lafreniere on the slashing. Time penalty, 10:34 remaining in the second period.
Anderson knocks it down right toward the wall. McDavid moves around, scores! He snapped it! A power play goal puts it in for the Edmonton Oilers. Working on a shot. This really makes it a nice change. They've really been seeing this going through. You know, snapping it was really like an easy make. When he makes it snappy, he just beats it right over. He watches carefully. And here's what the goal made. Snapped it through. That's amazing. He really took it off. Connor McDavid, first power play goal to mix it up on his season. And he's really looking forward to seeing what the next goal can take. I really love his energy right now. Connor McDavid is putting him in a nice energy on the lack of effort. But the better part of the interview, he really likes to get fueled up and you feel like, you know what, it's about winning. That's what he really has shown, and with all of this interview he had done, better ways than that is to keep one eye close. Stature pass now finds Nurse. He looks to Connor McDavid. Nurse shot. Stop made here by Darcy Kemper. Off in the defender traffic is move rare.
Oilers go! His 44th goal of the season on the power play, scored by number 97, Connor McDavid! Time of the goal from the power play minute, 9:55 remaining in the second. Connor McDavid on the power play goal unassisted by a team at 9:55 in the second period.
Back to Los Angeles territory, and Pakolsky enters the puck steal. That's nowhere to be found. Turcotte now finds Cano. Under 9 minutes remaining in the second period as they're really trying to struggle it in to get the goals taken. Now Matthias Ekholm. Over now to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard gives it over to Kevin Fiala. Philip Deneau fires Evan around the net. Now it's given over by Evan Bouchard. And he tries to give it over to Henrique. Rolls to Janmark. Good poke check here for Los Angeles Kings. And a shot, big save by Darcy Kemper. Over now to Kulak. Kulak handling this own stick, couldn't have help able to hold on. Now Bouchard, right to her lane, and it's rebounded by Kulak. Takes a wipe down, and it's back to Brown. He rolls again to Janmark. I'm not sure what's happening out there. The defenders are definitely making a hard change. That shot's going to definitely be hard enough to try to get through it. No matter where he goes, they've really been stepping it out a bunch of times. There's no other way to have it all. He fires that one around net. He now finds it over again to Henrique. Move around the backhander. Trying to pull it in with some rebound. And Brown's team has already been sent back. And now here's Kulak. As the pressure already came off for the Edmonton Oilers, here's Janmark. Rolls again to Brown. Brown's shot. Step made on a pad by Kemper. Under 7:30 to go in the second period. Here's Spence. Kicks it over to Philton Mills. Smashes right toward the board. Brown. Back pass by Emerson. Emerson now finds again a Kulak. Emerson tries to watch on him. Ryan looks to Kulak. Here's a shot. This one's off the stick and it's shot blocked and deflected right toward the wall. Ryan kicks it over. Now looks to it again to Kulak. A send and go play by Kapanen. Here's a backhander and this is wide. Try to get some better effort here. Emerson rolls the pass back to Kapanen. And it's given over by Spence. Just under 7 minutes remaining in the second period as he will dump the puck in the zone. And now Anderson will have his own chance. Set off play. Lewis takes it over. Big save by Stuart Skinner. Zach Hyman is right sort on the wing as he'll send a deep pass over to again to Perry. Waits and waits. slows her down. Now he will give it over to Zach Hyman. Here it comes in a backhander. Defenders on the traffic. One time for McDavid's shot. Blocked it away. This gets back to McDavid. Up it goes again. He almost had that goal to go for 2, but it stayed out of it too soon. Connor McDavid tries to roll it in. Here's another one on the backhander shot blocked. Kapanen takes it over. Tries to give it to Drysdale. Draisaitl now finds Hyman. Looks to McDavid. He wants to give it over to Draisaitl. Looks over. Here's Hyman's shot. Score! That was the Connor McDavid with his first assist of the night. And now Zach Hyman's got his own goal. I love what they're doing this for. He wants to have a little bit of a changeover. He wants to give it over to Zach Hyman. And right what happens with Connor McDavid's pass, this is what happens when he was making a good switch. The tape puts it in with a nice feed opposite section by Zach Hyman. And this goal puts a snap behind over Darcy Kuemper. He makes a little bit of different change. He said, no, I'm going to take it the other way. I'm going to try with another good attempt to give that pass over, because this might be a better tape-to-tape offense that he's putting it in for. It's really what the hard change is over to, but he's really making appearances with the other goal. Now the pass by Nurse. Nearing a 5-minute mark in the second period as he's trying to get their team back into Los Angeles territory. Arvidsson looks it over now, finding it over again to Nugent Hopkins. McDavid's right toward the wing. Now McDavid behind the back. Trying to get some step over
go!
Here's a shot. Almost
his 55th of the season. Scored by number 18, Zach Hyman.
Hyman will take his
own chance. He's assisted by number 97, Connor McDavid. And by number 29, Leon Draisaitl. Time to goal, 14:24 remaining in the second. Zach Hyman with the goal, assisted by Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. At 14:24 in the second.
Down here for Connor McDavid as he's trying to rough it up. This is really what they all expected now. I mean, that's just how hard they are just doing it for. Gotta take it easy there. Hyman now finds again Yamark, and here's a shot. Another blocker made here, and it's a double man traffic. Ekholm tries to regroup it in. Looks to Bouchard. 4:12 remaining in the second period as he tries to give to Ekholm. Ekholm going in front. Oh, he got it in! What a nice goal for him. A 10-second goal. Between the legs and no block. Okay, this is what happened right over here. Now, Mateus Ekholm, he got suspended and fired it. But what happened was he made this one in there and he just had that one snacking it in. This doesn't really happen with Evan Bouchard to have that tape zone. And once he passes over to Mateus Ekholm, here's what the cut made. He didn't think he was going to try to zip it through to snipe it. All he went to do, he went to cut it up from middle, and this is what happened. That puck rolls right there. That was right between the legs, and he just missed out on an opportunity range. And he just really thinking he wasn't going to cover it at all. That was a little bit hard and difficult for Darcy Kuemper to try to pull it in, but when he was up to it, he didn't feel like he was going to try to make it at all. That one just went a little too short to give it over right to the piece. As right now, as Darcy Kuemper is already out of here, the new replacement for the goaltender, trying to get out of the zone and see if he can hold on. And the new replacement will be Copley for the Los Angeles Kings. We'll hope to see if they can do it for better for real. Now the Edmonton Oilers wins the faceoff. He now finds Bouchard. He looks it over to Ekholm.
Oilers go!
This
12th of the season. Scored by number 14, Mateus Ekholm.
Back in the zone.
He's assisted by number 2, Evan Bouchard. And by number 18, Zach Hyman. Time to goal, 15:54 remaining in a second. Mateus Ekholm with the goal, assisted by Evan Bouchard. And Zach Hyman at 15:54 in the second.
And Arvidsson takes it over. Rolls the pass to Kulak. Kulak looks again to Draisaitl. Draisaitl shot. Score! Another goal. That's another one for the Edmonton Oilers. Draisaitl with one. You can't tell him what happened. happens. Draisaitl just have that one clutching in. Another goal. He really has taken everything, which nothing really matters. When you see what happened with the better rating of this offense, here's where you make the key. This is right to the wing, and he gives that an open look up in front. Had that one nice on the goal effort. He really took it over. Nice on the take. Draisaitl trying to get it all when they got there, Zone True. I mean, they're really expecting to see what they get. Do you think that this play is just a terrific pivotal chance, or is it just hard and challenging? Not so. Not so. They really say what they all can definitely do for it. I gotta say now, they've really been keeping it over and into it. I definitely agree with you there, So True. This definitely makes it for Leon Draisaitl. Snipe that one in there. Of course they do. I always notice that they really keep it on heavy on the traffic. He really took it all when he came. And they've broken it down right toward the rib. And now it's for Gel right toward the wing. Now he finds the net, moves around, save me, better it back, he scores. Philip Deneau with 2 goals, looking for one more to get a hat trick. Well, there's no one to rebound to put it in because the Philip Deneau, he just made that one slicking up his motion, and right toward behind the net, and that Skinner was a little too soon to get that one here to make the stoppage. And that one wasn't even easier for Stuart Skinner to stop at his own rebound. But that rebound puts it in for Philip Deneau. The alternative captain gets another goal. He's really like on a hard effort. Kings are back down by 2 and still keeping a look at advantage, down by 3. Now it's the way we put it in.
Oilers go! Second period. This 42nd of the season. Score by number 29, Leon Draisaitl.
Perry.
He's assisted by number 27,
Brett
Kula.
Back to Perry.
And by number 33, Victor Arvidsson. Topping the goal, 16:49 remaining in the second. Leon Draisaitl with the goal, assisted by Brett Kula and Victor Arvidsson at 16:49 in the second.
2 minutes left to remain in the second period. He looks a pass to Kempe, and a big save by Stuart Skinner. Tries to get out of the way. Now Takane passes over on a blast, broken up the advantage.
Los Angeles goal, his 19th of the season, 2 goals in the game, scored by number 24, Philip Deneau. He's assisted by number 10, Taylor Jeanette, and by number 37, Warren Vogel. Topping the goal, 17:29 remaining in the second. Philip Deneau with 2 goals in the game, assisted by Tanner Jeanette and Warren Vogel at 17:29 in the second.
Hyman with his own rebound on finds Bouchard. Now Bouchard's back in his own wing. A send-out pass now finds the Ekholm. Here's one time for Hyman shot. Saved me by Kilmer. 1:10 to go in the second period. He just really didn't think he was going to be able to try to keep it off the attack. This really must have everything with a better response. A lot of time left right now, but just nearing the 1-minute mark in the period in a second, it is a 7-4 game. Now for the win, here's Edmonton. Pulls out of the way. Here's a chance now to Nugent Hopkins. Bumps up right toward the wall.
Last minute of play in the second period.
Back to Lewis. Down to a final minute of the second period as they're trying to keep that play out of the line. McDavid now finds Bouchard. Echo. Gives it back. Now finding Bouchard. Tries to watch it. Doesn't know where the puck went. Now Bouchard has his own chance. Finds it to McDavid. McDavid sprinting in from his own team. Looks in the middle. Trying to get a left area with the puck back. Now as Lewis will send it over. The pass to Hellenius. Kulak is right toward the wing. The deep pass to Enrique. Slows down. Here's Anderson. Save. Played by Kilmer. Anderson would have got a nice goal to take the effort, but it wasn't too soon to get there. Well, no way. They really have just started to get it over at that point. I mean, that goal, it's going to be another one. And that pass back again to Emerson. Down to 10 seconds in the second period. Goals to Emerson. Time running down. Shots blocked. And Clark will send it over again to Philip Deneau, and that's going to do it. The second period comes to an end. And a big save by Skinner.
That's the end of the second period.
Third period.
Your score for the
underway
second
next.
intermission.
Be back soon.
Oilers 7 and Los Angeles Kings 4.
One more period left, and it's the third period in Edmonton. Well, this is where we finish things over, and this is where we are coming down toward the end. The wire is everybody's moment. I'll have it over to you guys for how they did in the second period recap to show how it's done. Well, so far, I was really loving the energy, but they really have kept on coming back. But as I always mentioned, the LA Kings are definitely trying to stop on them. They really want some pressure to get over to try to the limit. And for all they did is, they just kept on coming back. They really want some better range on the effort to keep on coming in. I've never seen anybody that does like that. But hopefully by then, it will be all fine, like they always do for. They're really keeping it so well. The teams are definitely really working their heart off. They're on hustle, they're hurrying things up. They've done so well. Great job for their team. Now Bouchard will send it over to Hyman. He's right turned away. Gavica finding a look, and he scores. Anderson takes it over, and this one will be his first goal. Not always what you're wishing it for. Anderson is bringing it in with a harder chance, but that blockage was a little bit slightly late. And this is what he made them do. That hard shot puts it in, right passing over to get into Skinner. And this one really took it over right from the other side of it. He didn't think he was going to keep it over. That really made it stop. Southern 5 score. They're down by 2. Looks like that the Kings will have to see what they could do to try and tie the game up. Now as one team makes a win on a face-off by Leon Draisaitl, gives another one to Draisaitl. Arvidsson lost the handle of this puck, and he now finds the over to Jeanette. Jeanette, he scores! 2 goals in this game for the Kings. 1 for Anderson and 2 for Jeanette. 114. Oh man, that's definitely what they all expected now. Jeanette, he didn't think he was able to try to keep him going after him. That Skinner just puts him right out of the corner, and he really didn't stop slowing it down. Check this what the place is now. This goal puts it in with a better ranging effort, but that one Patty was not able to pick it up that high enough. And this one makes it nice on the goal. He put a little reach to get that one a stopper. There, just really coming back in again. There's 18:46 left. Don't try to lose your focus. Now as the winner put it in, now it's back to Stetcher.
Los Angeles goal, his third goal of the season. Scored by number 44, Mickey Anderson. He's assisted by number 84, Vladislav Gavrikov. Top of the goal, 1:01 remaining in the third. Mickey Anderson with the goal, assisted by Vladislav Gavrikov at 1:01 in the third.
Swinging away, and back to the Donald finding Anderson. Here's Jeanette. And he rolls outside. Just 18:16 left to get next race off. A lot of time left in this period. 94 for Los Angeles Kings and 82 for the Edmonton Oilers. Now here's the win as Kulak now sends to Anderson. Anderson looks to get a Kulak. Tries to give over to Janmark. Janmark making his way forward again to Henrique. Here's another shot. Big save by Darcy Kemper. And Janmark there already getting Kulak. He looks to Anderson. Finds Kulak. Finds Anderson. Here's a shot. For deflection, stopped by Kemper. He'll cover rebounding with the puck with only 17:51 to go. Now they're ready to take another puck drop. Henrique, seen back on defense. He now finds Clark. Looks to Kempe. He looks to Turcotte.
Los Angeles goal. The second goal of the season, score unassisted. Number 10, Tanner Jeanette. Top of the goal, 1:14 remaining in the third. That's Tanner Jeanette with the goal, unassisted by the team at 1:14 in the third.
Emerson, back to Janmark. He rolls again to Henrique. One-time chance, and this one blocks a shot. Here's Kempe. Gives it to Clark. He now finds again Turcotte. Takade's right there in the wing. Off and around the net. Anderson's right toward the wing. Pulls a big punch down. He now finds again to Perry. That's really going to make him someone going to go fly by out of it. I didn't really expect that this one's going to be hard, much maintaining their effort. It's not really what they were all expecting it to do, but that really made them hurt. Caesar shot, bring the pipe. Off the goalpost, and Kemper will cover it in with 16:46 to go. Now they're off to take another face-off. It is now a 7-6 game as they're trying to get over this by the next goal take. Kings wins the face-off. Now it's the net, will send it over right to the other way. The pass and a shot, he scores! 3 goals. We are tied up for now, and his hat trick puts it on ice. Well, doesn't say about this. Phil Deneau really had that one coming down, and then this is where the time he made his own goal, he now ties that game. How could he ever do this? Because this one was put in with the alternative captain, and he gave that one a great goal. There was no stoppage. He really had that one come in and fly. That one beats over Skinner. There's always 3 goals to make it in here for Phil Deneau. He really had all the hard percentage that he worked on, but there was no way what he made him do for if he tries to pull in on a SmackDown. He really had all of his 3 goals. He was really trying to go for it as a challenging, and then he did. He really had all the better range effort. Nothing really stands out for Phil Deneau if he wants to get his own goal to have his own much time in his angle. He really had his hat trick, but it looks like the Edmonton Oilers might need to seek another one through if they get another goal. We'll find out what happens here, guys. Offsides to carry on the Edmonton Oilers with only 16:07 to go in the third period. And the win will put it in for the Kings is here's Gavrikov. Here's Norman Flagel. He made that one a stoppage. Draisaitl's right there behind the net, and now it's back to Evan Bouchard. Deep pass by Robertson. This one carries over, now finding again to Jeanette.
Los Angeles goal, his 20th of the season, scoring a hat trick by number 24, Philip Deneau. He's assisted by number 10, Tanner Jeanette, and by number 44, Mickey Anderson. Time to goal, 3:24 remaining in the third period. Phil Deneau with his third goal of the game on a hat trick, assisted by Tanner Jeanette and Mickey Anderson at 3:24 in the third.
Hyman shoots. This one broken his stick, and he'll have to get a new one. Yeah, he's going to have to rush right toward the locker room. I mean, trying to get some replacements here for on the bench. Get a new stick, and get it back off to him. Now Connor McDavid's right toward in the wing as he'll try to stick handle his own zone, and then he goes outside. Up and ready to do the next face-off. Edmonton Oilers and the Kings are tied for 7. Now here's the win. Anderson rolls to Kopitar. Yeah, and it's Hyman with the puck steal. McDavid, held goals and icing. Now here's the win as he rolls again to Bouchard. He will now try to give it over again to Ekholm. He's right toward the wing. He gets a little slip pick, and no penalty getting on the Kings. Well, it didn't really matter at that point. I mean, Dive really has to give it off, and it was sudden on a hit. They really are expecting that. How couldn't they get over this? I mean, they really have to give somebody else a better turn, but they don't have it. I mean, there's no offensive to that. Third chance, backhander, big save by Skinner. Bouchard rolls it around again, now finding Brown, and he now finds Janmark. Janmark is right over toward the wing. Shoots it, big blocker, save made by Kumper. A lot of big pad on the pad saves, and now it rolls to Clark. Clark, Fiala, glove save by Skinner. Just 14:04 to go in the third period of regulation. Now they're off to do this one again. Still looking for a goal to take it in between LA or Edmonton. Now the win for Leon Draisaitl. He's off to Nurse. Finds the pass to Draisaitl. And he rolls out of the way. Goes with the bang. Here's Fiala. Fiala. Nowhere to go. He battles for the loose puck. Now it's Draisaitl. Rolls the puck Jose. The deep pass. Broken up by Edmondson. Smash from the wall. In the center ice now finds again Draisaitl. They've really been working it up already. I mean, they didn't want to hit that often. Kuemper's going to hold it puck in for the next face-off coming up. Making the face-off win, as right now the Kings will have it. Valenius is now fighting again to Lafreniere. Lafreniere is right over to in the wing. Pass to Valenius. Now Arvidsson's right toward the wing now finding Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl on a carry. Rolls to Nurse. Pass again to Youngmark. Looks back to Nurse. Nurse. Six to move. This one gets back over again to Lewis as he lost his footstep. Fires out around the net. Now the Edmonton Oilers will have their chance in. Just about 12:40 to go in the third period. Off to Henrique. Henrique now finds it over again to Emerson. With a chance on the backhander. Big save by Darcy Kuemper. Kempe. Fires up and around the net. Henrique now finds Nurse. Looks to Janmark. Janmark. Right toward the wall. Kempe's back here, offensive position. And here's Nurse. Tries to roll it in. Looks over to Hyman. Hyman is right toward the opposite side of the zone. And it's back to Kempe. McDavid tries to pull it in with a defensive effort. And that one breaks it up. Here's Sakata. Rolls to Kempe. Kempe rolls it in, shot. He scores! Adrian Kempe. First goal of the game. That's his 23rd of the season. They just couldn't believe it. I mean, they really have to give that one a better look. And what happened with Adrian Ante Kopitar, this really has to give him a better goal in the range. This captain is going to definitely deliver it and have that one coming straight down right toward the line. He passes over right over again to Skinner. He couldn't get over again. Now as they're rolling in with another face-off, it is now an 8-7 game. Now here's Anderson. Right to Jeanette. Watching in. And it rolls back to Hyman. Hyman right to the corner. Finding it out. 11:30 to go in the third period. Kulak. Back to Jeanette. Jeanette looks to Fogel. Fogel pass. Now finds Deneau. Oh my! That looks like the McDavid just had that one stopping on Philip Deneau. No chance to say sorry.
Los Angeles goal
really
is 27th of the season. Scored by number 11, Ante Kopitar. He's assisted by number 9, Adrian Kempe. And by number 15, Alex Turcotte. Top of the goal, 8:14 remaining in the third. Ante Kopitar with the goal assisted by Adrian Kempe and Alex Turcotte at 8:14 in the third.
Anderson rolls the pass to Deneau. Good poke check here. And this one will clear the zone out. Oh, he missed it that time with the puck steal. And they're trying to get out of the way. And here they go, another fight. They're just getting it out of the way with a strong effort. Doesn't really seem to happen at that point. Don't let them try to do it over again. You really have no patience left if you really have some better mistakes. This is what happens. You can't play with your offense. You just need to get out of the way. Don't get the better effort because you will have losing your time effort. And the fight's down. Edmonton had enough of this cruel game.
Number 90 for Edmonton, 5 minutes for fighting.
This is where another player goes
Number
down.
6 for Los Angeles, 5 minutes for fighting.
You know, I didn't really see what goes in with the better fight at Rage. They've really been knocking it over. All of this happens with both teams, and only at the time penalty at 10:41, they've really got to stop it from here because someone's getting hurt. And it looks like it wasn't McDavid or anybody. It must have been with somebody else.
Penalty of the Edmonton Oilers. Number 90, 5 minutes for fighting. Time of penalty, 10:41 remaining in the third. Los Angeles penalty, number 8, 5 minutes for fighting. Both teams are on the fighting with 10:41 remaining in the third. That's 5 minutes for fighting. Corey Perry and Drew Doughty. Time of penalty, 10:41 remaining in the third period.
Here's another chance here as they're ready to take the next puck drop in the face-off zone. Now as the will put it in for Los Angeles, here's Jeanette. Stops it from the wall. Now it's back to Ryan. This one falls out of the zone. Icing on Edmonton. Now as the will put it in. Confident tries to sail it through. Draisaitl rolls it in. Trying to blow it in. Backhander. Stopped by Skinner. Ekholm's right toward him away. Gives the pass to Ryan. A very deep pass to Leon Draisaitl. Leon Draisaitl gives a shot. Good save by Kuemper. Pass at midway mark in the third period. As they'll get their another face-off coming up. Didn't seem like they wanted to slow this one down, but some new changes. It is a 8-7 cruel in the game as Los Angeles is trying to put up an upset. Now Henry Kay. Here's another one, and they're going to have to initiate the fight. They will not. Well, that must have happened.
Number 28, 2 minutes for roughing.
Somebody is not.
Number 84 for Los Angeles,
really
2 minutes
like,
for roughing.
Okay, I don't know what's up with that. They've really messed somebody up. So both teams are in a 5-minute penalty for the roughing, and there was no stoppage because now it's a 4-on-4 advantage for the Edmonton Oilers and for the Kings. You may have never noticed
Penalty of Los Angeles and Edmonton. Number 28 and number 84. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 9:45 remaining in the third period. That's 2-minute penalty for a roughing of Los Angeles. Vladislav Gavrikov and Edmonton to Hunter Brown. Both teams are on a penalty on a 4-on-4. Time of the penalty, 9:45 remaining in the third.
Puck pulls in. Looks to Anderson. Here's Ekholm. Shoots. Saved by Kuemper. Tries to roll in. Now finds Ekholm. Wolves Anderson. Here's a shot. Big deny on the play by Kuemper. 9:07 to go in the third period. Now they're going to carry the next faceoff coming up. Now as the wing, here's Kulak. Right finding again Emerson. One time for Kulak, who's blocked the shot. Puck pulls in, tries to recoup it in. Here's another Emerson. Here's a shot. Big save by Kuemper. And it's back to Pakulsing. They're really just keeping another big part of the effort. They really just need someone else to give some better attention to. They've really been keeping on coming back. There is no world how they're going to do it. Puck goes in shot. Now it's back to Kopitar. He's on a rush. And it's broken up by Kulak. No penalty on Los Angeles. Finds Nugent-Hopkins. Just about 35 seconds left for the 4-on-4 advantage. Elenius is right behind the net in the cage, now finding Fiala. Fiala is ready to go. Right behind him. Here's another one, and blocked up by Pakolzin. Out of breath right now, will he do it? Oh, nice pickup play for Kuemper on a spinning Rama, and he will cover it up. Just about under 8 minutes remaining in the third period. While we have a moment to take the break, we'll show you what the sound of the game looks like here in Edmonton, Canada. We'll be right back with you shortly. was the sound of the game. There was no other match. I mean, David just really had to spot things on. And it was just how hard they were doing for. They're trying to find a way to tie the game. Well, doesn't really mention the matter. Well, I mean, there could be one way to have it all. I mean, that McDavid team has really been trying to, like, keep it all. The hard work that they've done for it. Let's keep an eye on it if there is another chance. On a shot, trying to get over on a shot blade. Oh, wow! Kemper makes a save. He rolls it out of here. Well, there's no joke on that. They're really making it a harder save. His possession is definitely getting overused. And being on that, it was no other way that they really kept on trying to make the targets. This is what happens now. They really kept on coming back. Now as Ekholm sprints out of the other side of the zone. And it's off to McDavid. Here's another one. Stop on the pad. Kicked out by Kemper. Now it's rebounded by Nugent-Hopkins. He'll slow it down. Arvidsson will regroup here. We're under final 5 minutes remaining in the third, presented by Discover. Try to give over, and Stetcher for the backhander. This one pulls out. Lewis with the rebound. Now finds Elenius out again to LaFerriere. Good poke check by Matthias Ekholm. Tries to give it over, now finding Arvidsson. He's off to Pakolzin. We'll have to go and reset it again to Stetcher. Find Nurse. Looks over. Here's a McDavid. And Gavrikov takes the puck steal. Off to LaFerriere. Stetcher stops it. Lewis takes it over. Trying to spell it out. Stuart Skinner with another big save. There's no way to beat CI out there. Stuart Skinner got it perfect. Here he comes. Draisaitl. Stop me. That's another one for Darcy Kemper. Fudgel. Turn away. Fires that one around net. Now Stetcher will have it again. Now trying to give it back again to Nurse. Off to Pakolzin. Right turn away. Slows down. With the break. We'll have it over again. Now finding again to Deneau. And here's Spence. Spence rolls it out the other way to Jeanette. Jeanette rolls right toward. Here's Mugrera. Shoot save by Stuart Skinner. Deep pass to Enrique. Off to the middle. Here's the mark shot made by Kemper. 3:25 left to go in the third period. While he's stepping over what he was supposed to do, but this one really took him with a nice eye flasher at a time. Now it's a win for Los Angeles. Here's Edmondson. Here's Takata. He's right toward the wing. Good stop by Anderson with the poke check. Now you're right toward the wing in the corner. He will try to give it over to Brown. Brown. Delane. Yammer. Kulak. Over now. Henrique. Shots blocked. Edmondson now finds it again as Spence. And it's taken over. Henrique able to avoid the defensive line. Henrique took it away from him. Turcade's right toward the wing. Tries to roll it again to Kopitar. And he went down. Now Bouchard sends it to McDavid. Here's McDavid. Cuts him bounding. Go for the open look and a stop it on a block. Finds Jeanette. Ekholm now finds it over. Jeanette toward corner. Here's another one. Quick blockage. Trying to hold on to Skinner. Just about 2:22 to go in the third. They really see now what's coming right now because it's Connor McDavid. He was able to get his own goal. But this time on attack was nothing. They've really kept on going, sprinting after him. And that odd-man rush was going to try to boo it out of here. This one really didn't stretch the pointer. Confidence right toward again, and Narcy now finds it over to Ryan. Just 2:14 left to go in the regulation period. Here's Kapanen. Here's a shot saved by Darcy Kemper. Another big save here under pressure. And here's another one coming back. Jeanette. Toward the wing. Deneau avoids the tackle. Nurse gives it over to Kapanen. Wow, that was a big hit. There's no way to make a stoppage out of it now. They really have to give someone else to try to big turn it. He really just made that one slam it. And here's Kapanen, right toward again to Kempe. Kempe rolls it to Edmondson. Here's a shot saved by Skinner. Ryan is right toward the wing. This is a hard one. Ryan spins around. Saved by Kemper. Right behind the net. Now Edmondson takes it over. He tries to give it to Kopitar. And this one goes down to Nurse. You're nearing down to a final minute. And as right now, the team has already been a chance. And that one makes a save. Trying to give it back over to Gavrikov. Now Kempe's on the move. Here's McDavid. Trying to rush it out, not finding over to Hyman. Final minute of the first period.
Last minute of the play in the third period.
And a pass broken up by Fiala. Baffaria poked it away. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins trying to stay along the boards. And he's got it this time. Toward the wing, backhander save. And they're trying to get the team on alive. Arvidsson shoots off the face mask, trying to put it back in. What a save! He pulls a stop. McDavid holds on. 33 seconds left. Pulls a bounce pass, and he's over. Trying to move around, saved by Skinner. 23 seconds. Kulak, Arvidsson pulls it out of here. Will he have a chance to do it? Get him through, Savey! And as the last chance, here's the hope. One more change for Mouvrère. And he will try to get it over. And that is missed out. Los Angeles Kings beat
That's the end of the regulation
Edmonton.
period. Your final score for tonight's game, Los Angeles Kings 8 and Edmonton Oilers 7.
Darcy Kuemper already on fire this time, and he really took it over. He was definitely
Fans,
a little bit unsure.
thank you for joining us for tonight's game. We would wish you to get on the road carefully and have a great rest of the evening.
You just can't play
Drive
like
careful.
that.
Have a great night.
And that's all for now, folks. I hope you enjoyed this part of the game. As for me and Tyler Beast along with So Chubin, Son of Beast, Test Tube, thanks for joining us here. And this one was given a better place for the heart. We'll see you all again next time, everybody. Take care. Alright, thank you so much. Time for 3-star players of the game. Anze Kopitar with a goal, 2 hits, and 20 hits in a row. Made that slapping on a goal. Then a 2nd-star player of the game goes to Leon Draisaitl with 1 goal, 3 assists, and 3 hits. He made this one an easy change, and this one gives it a nice goal to have the effort. And your 1st-star player of the game goes to Philip Deneau. A Kings starring effort with 3 goals and 10 hits. He had his hat trick and he's done it all. And here is how he did with the total statistics. 85 over 62 for Edmonton total shots on goal. 146 over 79 for Los Angeles Kings. And it was 16-13 for Edmonton over the LA Kings. 346. 90 over 84 percentage on the passing for Los Angeles. And then it was 34 over 31 face-off wins for Edmonton. 12-minute penalty kill was on Edmonton and a 14-minute penalty kill was on Los Angeles. With no power play goals and nothing, and only a power play goal with 21 seconds. Well, it seems like that's it for now, and the next game coming soon will be our next facing to get things started. It's the Hurricanes, and they're battling against the New Jersey Devils at Prudential Center. Stay tuned for the next game of the night to keep an eye on a postage. Anyways, it's time to get on out and say goodbye. We'll see you next time, folks. Peace out for a while as the NHL 25 Game of the Night title on EA Sports. This is me, Phone 4, and Roy Cruz signing out. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.
If you don't, somebody will.